Welcome back, friends. I hope you all are having a good day. Welcome by the stream. Happy Monday to all of you. I hope you're all having a good one. I know I am. I'm excited to be here. I missed you guys. We are back. We took last week off because our good friend JT here got himself stuck in an airport and couldn't, make it back in time for the D&Ds, which we all understand. Life happens sometimes. I gotta return around Chris, but I'll do that after I introduce the homies. Quick announcements. I will be streaming tomorrow, most likely during the day, and I will be streaming on Thursday for my birthday stream before I go to my family's house for dinner. Very excited. Keep an eye out for me then. We'll be going live in the morning and going for most of the day till we head out for dinner time. Real quick, thank you, Ryan. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. AG Silvis as well. Thank you for the raid, my friend. All of the hype train people committing hype train stuff. Chris, Citrus, I appreciate you. It was fun jamming yesterday. I'm glad we got to do that. Ryan, I appreciate you with the biddies and the subby. Everyone who participated. JTB with the big nut. Thank you for the big nut. I appreciate that. Goddamn. It was beautiful. Other than that, no real announcements. But join me on Thursday for my birthday stream. It's going to be real fun. We're going to play a bunch of games. Keep an eye out there. I'm looking forward to it. Without further ado, I'm going to open the floor to the homies beneath me here to say a little something about themselves, starting with our good friend Ryan G. Wiz. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, babies. I've got, the regular happening over at the Big Purple House every single evening, usually. However, tomorrow is my birthday. And so there's gonna be something happening, I'm sure. So come on over, say hi, I just love to see the people. I just want the people. Don't be doing no gifties and suppies, or I swear to God, I'll cry. And then my mascara will run, and your mascara will run, and before you know it, no one can enjoy their cake.
I mean, that's the vibe, though. That's the dream. I will be there. Are you streaming like all day? Are you off work?
I am unfortunately not off work. It'll be late into the evening. Yeah, I know. I gotta work on my birthday. If they don't get me a pizza, I'm going to call OSHA.
Yeah, give our old friend Kathy Abernathy over at OSHA a call.
Kathy's Kathy a call.
Kathy's coming, bitch.
With Kathy. You don't fuck with Kathy.
You don't fuck with Kathy.
It's Kathy, bitch.
It's Kathy, bitch. Also, we did get a new follow from somebody, Witchycraft. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you as well. Everyone who popped in from the raids, I thank you. JT, what do you got going on you want to share with the people?
I just got back from a trip seeing the homies out over in the Philly, Jersey area.
Whoop,
It was
whoop.
pretty fucking sick. Sat in an airport for fucking 8 hours, so that was neat.
Got the full experience.
Gross.
And yeah, other than that, I am basically a human noisemaker.
Love that. Shout out being a human noisemaker. Chris, what about you? Any words of wisdom?
I have a kitty.
You have a kitty. Everyone say hi to
Stuart. Wisdom.
Hi, baby.
I also have a kitty. He's just right down here. I'm gonna get him. Oh, my cat, come here.
I also have a kitty, but I can't show it on Twitch.
Not unless you want to get banned.
I get you banned, girl. What do you mean?
That's true. Alright, there we go. I also have
the long con.
The whole time you were just here to get me banned? What the fuck, dude? Oh, you want chin rubbies? Okay. Okay, chin rubbies. Everyone say hi to the boys.
Chin rubbies.
Cat break. Alright, there you go. Back down you go. Go onto the cow bed. I know you love it. Kitties! So, with all of that having been said, I think we are ready to pick up where we left off. Also, Xechas, you have an advantage from Kieran. Kieran also rolls a weather check of 88.
Thanks,
I
Granddad.
love that. So,
Oh my God.
picking up with a little recap. Last week, after leaving the Battle of Laravos Lake, the party made their way deep into the forest of Avanar, making their way back to Fort Mismere and back to their home. However, on their journeys, they encountered a small group of what appeared to be a band of survivors who had made it at least away from the battle far enough to make somewhat of an escape and perhaps make a return to Fort Mismere to report on what had happened to them and their comrades. After a somewhat rocky introduction, the party managed to convince them to make camp with the group, and in doing so, you attempted to convince them that it was not in their best interest to return to Fort Mismere and report what had happened at the lake. However, after informing you that they had received orders to pass on word of a betrayal within the ranks back to the fort, the party decided that perhaps it was better if this group never made it back at all. And after a brief communication between Dusty and Xechas that ended with the phrase, "It's a shame, they seem like such nice boys," the party engaged what I can only describe as full-blown murder on one dark snowy night in the forest of Avanar here on the Isle of Varosia. And as you all stand, surrounded by the bloody aftermath of the actions you have taken this evening, a heavy wind starts to blow, cold and menacing through the trees, chilling you to your bones as the snows begin to fall heavy and a blizzard blows across the forest of Avanar. And that is where we'll pick up this evening. What are you all doing? Remains of the camp still lie in front of you, the disheveled tent with Greg Jr. still inside of it.
I think Dusty just kind of looks around. The wind picks up, the snow starts to come in quick, and he just goes, "God damn it. More
Yeah.
fucking snow."
That's about our luck these days, I think.
Yes, well,
This is
we
karma,
can't
ain't
sit
it?
here anymore. We need to move. We need to move.
Yeah, how much? Well, your tent's a little. It's
It's fine. I'll get another tent.
maybe we just grabs a match out of his tinderbox.
I was thinking the same thing. And
Not a bad idea.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the tent.
Greg Jr., get out of there! Get your ass out of the fucking tent!
You hear the somewhat disgruntled moans
Oh shit!
of your zombie comrade flailing about within the tent still. Kind of the now collapsed tent just draped over him as you see him turning left to right, trying to ascertain how to get out of the tent that has mostly collapsed around him.
There he goes.
I'll go wake up Greg.
Okay.
And as I firebolt the tent, I'm gonna go pull fucking Greg Jr. out of the tent.
Okay. Dusty, as you go over and try to shake Greg awake, you kind of begin shaking him, just putting your hands on his chest and shaking him awake as behind you, Xechas casts Firebolt onto the tent and reaches in to grab Greg Jr. However, startled from the flame, Greg Jr. runs out the back of the tent and into the forest beyond, at which moment Greg, who you've now woken up upon seeing his son or his stepson to be, I'll go get him. I'll catch up. And he just takes off and sprints out of the tent and into the woods after Greg Johnson Jr., the zombie comrade.
You know,
God.
honestly, that might be the best thing for if it's just those two running through the woods. There's less chance that they'll be seen by anybody. So, you know what? Godspeed, stepdad.
Especially Greg is chasing this unnaturally fast zombie.
Every tree they do a circle.
He's just running after him. Greg Jr., wait up! You just hear the sound of
It's
heavy
just a
footsteps
fucking-
going off into the forest.
Greg Jr. runs behind one tree, pops out from behind another one.
Yeah.
over there.
Fucking Scooby-Doo chase scene. Just
Yeah, and they just eventually vanish from your sight entirely, and you have to just trust that Greg will find his way back to you when the time is right.
Love it.
All right, we gotta. You know what? He'll be fine. Probably he'll be great on his own.
As the
Well,
snow
I'm
begins to
sure
fall
that-
heavier and heavier across your vision.
I'm sure there's a compass somewhere in all that sand.
Well, it might be made of sand, but yeah.
Oh,
Yes, you're not wrong.
I'm
Alright, we
pretty
need to go.
sure it's just sand. But
Yeah. All right. Well, best thing that we can do now probably is make our way swiftly back to town, whilst also keeping an eye out for any survivors. I'm starting to feel bad about this.
As the tent
I
slowly
really
begins
tried.
to just crackle and burn with what remains of the bodies beneath it.
The entire time I was up with him on watch, I told him. I said, if you keep going down the path of explaining what happened to the company, there's potential you're putting yourself at risk. I
I
just
just kind of look at the
didn't
tent
tell him that
for
the risk was
a second.
us.
Yes, you went wrong.
The wood supports begin to crackle in the snow.
All right,
Okay, we
grab
need
our
to go.
shit.
We really need to
Yep.
leave.
I'm gonna pick up my bag.
Hmm.
I'm ready to go.
You guys pack up
Yep.
and make your way back into the forest in the middle of this fairly heavy snowstorm that Kieran has, so kindly blown in for us. I do need a survival check from whoever's leading through the forest as you kind
Well.
of make your way into the woods, and the light from the now pretty large fire you've set on top of this tent burn brightly behind you, slowly fading into the distance
Okay.
as you make your way deeper
Real
into the
long
storm.
shot here.
Oh boy.
Real long shot here.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask anyways.
Yeah.
I have favored terrain that is forest and Arctic.
I will say
Can
yes,
I-
you have advantage on this one.
That's our boy.
Traditionally, the
dude.
storm would give you disadvantage, but you are accustomed to this environment and being a ranger. Do not suffer that penalty, Jesus.
Let's go.
This is like very equivalent to Lord of the Rings when the
And in
group
fact-
is making their way up the mountain and like pushing,
Yeah.
trudging through the snow, and the fucking elf just like walks by on top of the snow. That's basically what's happening
Yeah.
at this point. While the rest of the group kind of trudges behind you, you're kind of guiding and quickly making your way down the path with a 23. Very well done. You managed to lock on to some general direction as best you can as you leave the firelight behind you and make your way deep into the forest. It is still quite late. Sun has not yet risen. You're making
Yeah,
your
so
way
are
through a
you
dark
two-
and wintry forest. Go ahead.
Are both of you all right? You didn't get a full rest, did you?
I haven't even started. So not particularly, but I'll deal.
It was close enough. I wasn't really hurt to begin with, but a lot of my pain happened to my wolf body at the time, you see. So I was
Oh,
okay.
all right.
Yeah. I'm
Fortunately, I did
mostly
manage
okay.
to get a full rest in. So.
Okay. Since Carl, you did manage to get half a rest. Dusty, you got none. I will say both of you roll me Constitution saving throws. Dusty, yours is to save off exhaustion, and Carl, yours is to see if you manage to get a full rest from what you can essentially be equated to a long power nap.
Love it. Go.
It's a
Oh, damn.
high DC.
Shocking.
Okay, you do not get a full rest, Carl, so you do not get all your spells and abilities back.
Did
Dusty,
I get my short rest?
yes, you do get a short rest,
Okay, good.
so all your B shapes come back. Dusty, you do not suffer a point of exhaustion, though you are tired. Kind of that short time by the fire when you weren't talking was enough of a short kind of breather to kind of stave off the worst of the exhaustion, but you figure you're probably going to have to get some good rest in pretty soon, or this is going to become increasingly difficult to stave off.
Hmm. Oh,
Blessings.
I'll be all right
At
for
very
now.
least we
I
can-
just gotta push on.
All right. Well, at very least, we can get a couple hours away from here and reconsider.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna. While I'm leading us through this, it's a little hard to see, but I will keep my eye out for any tracks, I suppose.
Yes, perhaps this will help. And I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on you for Wisdom.
Ooh. Roll me a perception check, Dusty.
I'm so in hand.
Oh, we opened Google. Oh no. Something I said made Google show up. Okay. with an 18. You do not find anything that appeared to be humanoid tracks making their way through the forest. You do, however, find what appeared to be some deer and other woodland critters kind of making their way through the trees in general areas. If you had to guess, probably fleeing the extremely loud sounds of battle that occurred at a camp not too far away from here. Just, a few minutes ago. But there are quite a few fresh animal tracks in the snow.
As we're walking along, well, I'm gonna say we're probably in the clear of people. I don't really, it's mostly animal tracks I'm seeing here.
Yeah, that's fortuitous, and I'm sure with the storm everything will get blown over by morning.
Probably so. And you know, if there are some that haven't been ripped apart like we were hearing while everything was happening, hopefully they are not as good at surviving as we are.
Right. That's, a funny, sad thing to say. Ha 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 ha.
To be fair, those lads probably wouldn't have made it back without our help anyways, so...
True.
I will reiterate again. I fucking tried, guys.
But...
I don't think any of us are to blame. We got in between something that was long-standing. If anything, we just pushed the fire towards the powder keg. The one that was already going to it was going to grow and happen anyway. We just pushed it a little bit.
Yes, let's just forget that it happened. I think that's probably best.
100%.
Much like most of my other traumas, I'm just gonna push it down. Yeah.
Bottle it, yes. Preserve it. We're gonna put salt on it, and we're gonna put it in a jar, put it somewhere dark for years and years.
Therapy.
You know, bright side. At least
murder?
She didn't have to deal with any of it, and he pats the bag.
You hear contented purring from within.
At least she got some sleep, so that's probably good.
Speaking of, we need to get all of us to bed, but looking over at Dusty, I would notice, you're probably looking pretty, like, just...
He's walking, and he's just like...
Oh, dear.
Still walking? Oh, shit, wait.
How far away are we from home, Dusty, do you think?
Roll me
How
a survival check. Roll me a survival check. That's exciting.
Uh-oh.
With advantage.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask with advantage, but then I remembered enhance ability, so it's with advantage anyway.
Okay.
Okay, I'm in the 20. Probably about a day's worth of travel. You can make the whole trip in about 2 days, day and a half if you go full speed, like you did with Olga when you were hauling Vite Carl through the forest.
We're
probably about a day's worth now because you guys had just left the battle and spent the one night.
We're probably about a day or so out. I'm gonna have to stop at some point.
Okay,
right.
Let's
how
travel
about we
for
make
a couple hours and then maybe set up a camp if there's a cave or something we could find.
I'll keep my eye out.
What do you say to about 3 hours? And Vicaro just goes prone on the ground, looks up at Dusty, looks up at Xechas, and just, I don't know if this is gonna work. And it just starts bone snapping. Immediately his arm bones like extend to twice the size of his body and like shoot out of his skin, and just he starts looking like an Akira creature, and he just bigger until he turns into a huge sized creature, and then just like a little tiny pop sound, he just immediately deflates down into the shape of a giant elk. Massive, huge creature. Probably big enough to hold these two chuckle nuts.
These two skinny fuckers? Yeah, probably.
I doubt I
As
weigh
this
more than one of your
majestic-
antlers. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Massive, majestic
Alright.
creature, bright white fur, just looking down at them, just clomp.
Clump, clump.
Yeah, that's a way to travel.
Clump,
Fantastic.
clump. Like Carl, you have advantage from Kieran.
I'm gonna
Thanks,
just.
Jared. Well,
Uh,
I kneel down. I kneel all the way down, and then
He's
I
like
like,
looking up. He's
shit.
like,
I'm like even going down even further. Just,
I'll jump up on as well, and I'm gonna cast Longstrider on you.
Oh, amazing.
Like go, like
Hell
go
yeah.
over to like a nearby tree or like a tree that's real close and use it like a step stool and like
Yeah,
climb
absolutely.
and just climb and then
Easily
know?
done. Roll me an
there we go.
acrobatics check real quick, just for fun. Just for fun.
tree's about to be real icy.
Icy mentioned.
You kind of try to use the tree, climb over, and as you kind of stepping your way over, you slip a little and land on your stomach, kind of folding in half over the elk, kind of in Xechas's lap, just folded over this elk. But you do
Graceful.
manage to get on, just not
Ow.
comfortably.
You know what?
Oh,
If it weren't for the fact that I need to be able to see where we're going, this would probably be where I sleep.
Just
He's gonna finagle his way up. to
fair enough.
see.
Okay. Easily done. You managed to get into a fairly comfortable seat next to or in front of Xechas, and the two of you now astride this massive elk here in the forest.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty
I
cool.
can turn into CR2 creatures now. So
Yes,
this
you
is my
can.
First one.
Okay.
Bullet.
We're transporting
Giant
the party. I will say, carrying two
Amazing.
people in a winter storm through the forest. Roll me an athletics check, please. Or
Whoa.
just strength,
guidance
I'm
that?
guessing. Yes, you can guidance it.
Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna need that. And come on, give me a something. Give me a okay. So a 12. All said and done.
Okay. You do manage to, ride them through the forest fairly easily, acting as a fairly effective steed. However, being your first time as a creature this size, you're not exactly anticipating the height that two riders on your back managed to achieve overall, and a few times
Sure.
Dusty and Xechas both throughout the ride you are just whacked in the face with low-hanging branches and sticks that Vicarl
Ow.
doesn't manage to avoid throughout the ride. You take, this one's for Dusty, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Vicarl or Xechas,
After
you take
the first
one.
After the first one, I'm gonna kind of duck down and just put my shield up like this for the
Fair
whole ride.
enough. Okay.
I think at one point we're going and Dusty just kind of starts to doze and he doesn't see it. And he just fucking thinks,
Exactly.
"Ah, shit."
You don't dodge at all.
Forgot the 5 Ds of dodge tree.
Yeah, that's just the worst part of it. So yeah, Dusty, you take 4. Xechas, you
God,
take
that's so
1 as
funny.
you guys are just thwacked in the face with a few low-hanging branches along your journey. However, moving at speed on a mount that is accustomed to this kind of terrain, you guys do
With
make up
Longstrider.
an absolute fuckload of ground between you and Fort Mistmere, and
70
you
feet
gather.
normal.
By the time the sun starts to rise, you have about probably half a day, maybe 6 hours of travel left altogether. And that would be Vicarl when your
Ooh.
B shape comes to an end.
Bless you. Whoop. Whoosh. I would like to think I feel it coming and come to a very abrupt stop and immediately kneel down, then lay down on my side like a sick horse. And then all of you
Oh,
just
but-
see Vicarl punch through the stomach. Just it
Ugh.
worked!
Just
I get off in
burst.
plenty of time.
Fair, yeah. Just chest burst your way through the fucking... Fair.
And it all
Vicarl
just
just
melts
appears
away into,
before you as the
confetti.
rest of the creature disappears into the snow. That is still falling
That was
quite heavily. The storm has not abated at this point. The snows are probably a foot deep.
I don't think I've seen that creature yet. That was quite spectacular.
Yeah, I think I dreamt it, maybe? I'm not sure. It's very large. I didn't think I could make it that big. Kind of hurt, honestly. But,
Oh.
Sure,
Kind of
no, I
stretched
think I
your
could do something
inner
again,
fibers, I suppose, yes.
Yeah, I was definitely borrowing from the mass of the universe.
From the
Oh.
weave, most certainly, yes.
Oh. All right, well.
You guys look over and Dusty just just in the snow. Just fucking.
Uh-oh.
When you collapsed over, Dusty leaned up against the back of a stump just perfectly and has kind of just been sitting there dozing
I'm gonna
off
take
ever
my
since.
lightning launcher and, like, get it ready for an attack, and without doing an attack, I'm just gonna zap him on the neck a little bit. Just with a note, just like...
Roll for zap. And you are abruptly woken up by the feeling of something shocking your
Roll
neck,
for
Dusty.
zap.
Bzzzt.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, jeez, goodness, I don't... no, I'm trying to help keep you awake.
Well,
Sayas says incredibly awkwardly.
I
trying to make a
guess.
joke.
Smells like burned hair.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Yeah. Hey, if
Seems
it works,
effective,
it
though.
works. Yeah.
He like starts sniffing. He feels the side and it's just like slightly crisp. He's just like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's like when you accidentally catch your hair with like a lighter or something.
Been there.
It's that slight singe.
Been there.
There's a lot of those sections on my coat. See, there's there, right
Mhm.
there, there.
All
Where
right.
are we?
Let me figure that out. I guess. He's gonna slowly stand up, start taking his bearings in.
Yeah, you figure about
Uh,
maybe 6 hours tops away. If you're going fast, you can probably get there in 3 or 4.
Probably like 6 hours. We could push it 3 or 4 if we really haul ass. Or
Well,
we can
Well, we could
buckle down somewhere.
could stop now if you'd like. At least for a
True.
short time.
Yeah, like a hour-long nap would be pretty substantial.
Sleeps for the next 8 hours straight.
Yeah, right. Me every time.
Just a little
3
nap.
a.m. I think that would be perfect for me. And then honestly, after a little sit down, a little commune with nature, I think that's what they like to be called, I would probably be able to turn back into that big thing again. I probably need the practice.
Oh? That would be good.
All right.
Get home even quicker.
Yeah. Where's a good? He's gonna start looking around for a good spot to
Yeah,
like
this-
clear.
Everything
Uh.
is covered in about a foot, maybe a foot and a half of snow in some places. Plus whatever was underneath before the storm started. It is just dead, winterized forest on all sides as far as you can see. Within just like your initial range of where you are. You'll have to do some looking to find an actual shelter.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to wander a little bit.
Sure.
Roll me a perception check as you wander.
How long does
Guidance.
invincibility last?
Just an hour, it's long gone.
Okay, it's gone.
I'll guidance you, though.
Noise.
All right, probably gonna need it. That's a D45.
Wow. And you still only rolled a 15. You suck.
I cast the
16
guidance-
total.
Guided by the hands of
Tiamat's guidance.
Jesus. Okay, so a 16 altogether. It takes you a little bit. Most places have been thoroughly buried by the snow, and you can see, like, even the trees around you are sticking out above the height of quite a depth of snow. Like, you cannot see the bottoms of these trees anymore. That being said, you do manage to find an area kind of nestled between a tree and a very large boulder where the snow's kind of created a bit of a drift, and there's a bit of a low kind of dip in between the tree and the rock where you could probably set up a small campfire and a shelter if need be.
All right, this should be This should be a good enough spot. Right over here. You gotta start
Perfect.
clearing shit out.
I'll help along with that.
Okay, you know what? We don't build a lot of survival shelters at this, and it is cold.
Right.
So first of all, I need everyone to roll me a Constitution saving throw, because you've been traveling
Sure.
for several hours in the very, very cold.
Jesus, that's 2 1s in a row.
Brother.
Right
my
off,
advantage.
brother.
Dude,
Fucking right off,
that
brother.
was a 1.
Fucking
A
right
1
off, brother.
and a 5. Okay, we do have the advantage used. Vykarls, did you use the advantage that Kieran gave you earlier already?
Oh, no, I forgot about it. Thank you so much. Constitution saving throw. That's the 12 plus the 2 is a 14.
You guys, okay, perfect. So Dusty,
Oh,
you
Just did the
do
same thing pretty much.
take a point of exhaustion as the cold and just the long hours of travel and having to find and set up the shelter begin to wear on you. You're shivering cold right to your very bones, and you do take a point of exhaustion. The other 2 are saved from said point of exhaustion due to your lucky rerolls from advantage. The snow is several
gonna
feet
take
deep,
out-
plus a foot and a half of fresh snow. AA run. Yes, say
I'm going to take out my 2 extra blankets because I bought 6.
Mhm.
And I gave one to the captain, and then it has stabbing holes in it now.
Mhm.
Or to one of those dudes. So I'm going to take out those 2 and give them both to Dusty for while we're chilling here.
Okay,
Nice.
so
Thank you.
Chilling.
we're gonna do an
Hey,
impromptu
those
skill
are the-
challenge just for funsies. So,
Oop.
I need everyone to tell me how they are going to help with preparing this shelter to withstand the storm long enough for you all to get some decent rest before your next bit of travel. It is bitterly cold, the wind is blowing heavy or strong, and the snow is falling heavily. Who is doing what?
Vetcrawl, do you think you could find some decent supports, like some good thick sticks that we could use to prop up something?
You
I
all
figured
look
that part
over at Vykarl, and as you say that, you just notice he's like sitting on the ground, crisscross applesauce, and he's just kind of like going from this to touching the ground, and just every now and again, just no, but let me try something. Bah, maybe that help. And then as soon as I say help, 8 giant badgers just start to form from snow in the ground, and
Motherfucker.
they just all stand there ready. Just kind of,
Motherfucker. Just bursts as these badgers just burst completely out of the snow. You see them standing there, kind of shivering as they shift their paws in the snow, trying not to get too cold.
Oh, poor babies.
What are you
And they,
doing with
I-
your
I
badger
go-
army? You fucking
they all just
son of a bitch.
stand in a semicircle around me, and I'm just sitting there, just I was thinking like 3, maybe. Help
Treasure what?
Xechas. And I go back to that, and I'll just go over to Xechas and stand in front of him, just hands up, just.
Can you all get me some good long sticks?
And they all run off.
Was not what I was expecting them to do, but I'm here
My
for
goodness.
it. I love it. I love it. Okay. As the small, you say 8 badgers?
I know what you were expecting.
Yeah, I was
They are
expecting badger
giant
tunnels.
badger
Skill
moles.
check.
Roll me I guess,
Medium basis.
wisdom with advantage for your badgers. As they try to find
Wisdom.
you
Why?
good-sized
the
woods
ones!
and... Oh my lord!
Okay, there. Okay, with advantage 14. Jesus.
What the fuck, guys? You can roll better. They are badgers, so they do manage to come back after a while, sorting through the forest, gathering as much wood as they possibly can, being badgers and having somewhat limited carrying capacity. Do return to you with a sizable collection of sticks, twigs, and branches. Kind of just throw them down in the snow at your feet.
Oh, fantastic. All right.
So Ryan is
I think we can-
badgering. The badger check was 1. We have 2 more to go. Who else is doing what to help?
I'm now going to take the 2 extra blankets off of Dusty. You still have 1. Don't worry, you're good. And I'm going to use those basically as like I'm going to attempt to build a frame and use those as the shelter part.
Okay. So make me a Tinkerer's Tools check.
Okay. I have tool expertise.
Okay. Yeah.
That was my level 6 thing, so this will be a dex check plus 6.
Yeah, as you try to assemble a shelter with what you have and the tools at your disposal to at least get a little bit of decent shelter from the wind here as you do so.
Yeah, I'll use my 50 feet of rope as well to help with this.
Okay.
To do dex plus 6. I'm going to use my knowledge from a past life as well.
6, yeah, not so great. Not a great start.
Well, it's 12 plus 3, so 15 total.
Where is the extra plus 6 coming from? Oh, it's tool expertise.
Yes.
Fair enough. So 16 total. It takes you a little bit, and as the snow on top isn't...
15 total.
15 total. The snow on top isn't quite as compact, so you kind of have to dig down a little bit to get to stuff kind of hardy and sturdy enough to put some supports into. But eventually, after digging down a little bit into the snow below, you do manage to get the supports set up into it and set up a small kind of lean-to-S structure using the sheets at your disposal, your 50 feet of rope, and the sticks brought to you by Vykarl's Badger Army.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll kind of set it up like so that the wind is going up over it and blowing away. So I know I don't have enough to make a full shelter type of thing.
Okay. You kind of integrate it between the tree and the rock and the snowdrift that is collected there as well, kind of giving you a bit more of a break from the wind. Dusty, what about you?
Vykarl, does your capability of removing water apply to snow?
Wow, that's actually a very good question. I should
I'm
try
quite
that
curious
out
too.
someday. When I
I'm
remember
Well, I need an
where-
area if you want to try it.
You remembered. Ah, yes.
I go over to it and I just go, right before I clap, it literally stops inches before. I just go, I kind of have to think about it before the day starts. It's
Very
very
well.
intuitive.
Alright.
It's weird.
By hand, this is then.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
I-
very
I
sorry.
experience
I
the
go
same
back to
thing
sitting down.
sometimes. It's all right.
Thank
Dusty's
you.
gonna start clearing out a section of the snow to get towards like ground level, and then
Okay.
he wants to start a fire on it.
Okay. I'm going to say roll me athletics at disadvantage to dig and clear out snow in your condition.
I see him doing that, and I just go, as I'm going to sit back down, guys, come on. And 4 of the giant badgers break off and help him dig out the snow.
Okay, so straight roll, no disadvantage, because you're being assisted by badgers who are natural tunnelers. They're not used to snow, traditionally.
They all
Okay!
glare at me. Every now and again, you see
Yeah,
them
they're
all just kinda
very-
shoot me a...
They're very upset to be just, like, in the snow. They're not fucking happy. However, with a 15, you do manage to clear kind of a section of the snow, digging down deep enough and kind of building a little, not quite a staircase, but of a bit of a ramp down into it that creates a break from the wind. And overall, you have now, with the help from Xechas's structure being built, a fairly deep and comfortable shelter protecting you fairly well from the wind. For the fire, I'm
Yes.
going to say just a straight survival check. Also just a straight roll because you are still exhausted.
I like to think that for the summon animals, it actually takes one of those or multiple of those animals from somewhere in the world and just brings them there. And all they know is that they must obey this dude, and then they go back to wherever they were.
And they
after.
just disappear back to wherever they are. Okay, easily enough, you managed to find enough frozen and cold, but albeit dry and dead wood, at least enough to start a small fire. It's not going to be easy, but with a little bit of time and effort, you do manage to get a very small fire going in the shelter just as everyone else is finishing up their work.
What after the fire's been going for a little bit, what I want to do is take part of the coals from it,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to put them in 3 spots on the ground in the little area we have, and then I want to cover that with dirt
Okay.
and use it like a heating pad.
Making a couple hot spots for yourself. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Easily done. No
Awesome.
roll required for that altogether. After the fire's been burning long enough, you get it to a fairly decent size. You bury some hot coals for each of the party, and are able to take your rest, at least here. You said the plan was for a short rest, if I remember correctly. Yes?
He said an hour nap.
Yep.
He said.
Oh,
We'll
we're
see if we'll
holding
be
you
able to
to
wake them
that.
up after the hour. Just pick him up and put him on the back of Elk Carl.
Yep. Elk Carl.
Okay, I will say this. Roll me a Constitution save at disadvantage, Dusty.
Nice.
11.
Okay.
I was
That is-
already on it. I was like, I'm gonna roll
That
con
is-
for
that
this.
is a failure. So, this is how the events proceed from Dusty's perspective. You get the entire camp set up, built, put together, and as you sit in the corner over your little patch of coals that you've buried under some dirt, and close your eyes for what you definitely intended to be a 1-hour nap, you close your eyes and just fade to darkness. And when next you open your eyes, you're being hit in the face by the bright noonday sun as you ride over a crest and see Fort Mistmere there on the horizon before you as you are just flopped over the elk. And you realize Fort Mistmere's upside down because you are in fact hanging over the backside of Elk Carl while Xechas kind of just casually rides along. You have all arrived at Fort Mistmere after a rather long bit of travel. From your guys' perspective, what occurred during that 6-hour period that Dusty was sleeping?
Oh my fucking god.
Dusty's
During the
just
short rest,
dead over the back of the elk at this
before I realized that he wasn't going to wake up during the short rest, I would take my woodcarver's tools and my smith's tools and my hammer, and I'm going to assemble the axe and put it together now.
Thank
It's
you
ready
for the subby,
assembly.
babe. I love you. You're the best. We're assembling the axe. Roll me a smithing
Yes.
tools check as you just literally
Okay.
fit the head back onto the handle. 35 months. How have you put up with me for that long? I love you the best. They kidnapped
Add
Dusty
6
a
to
little
that.
bit. Okay.
So 28.
Big dick swinging over here. You managed to affix the axe head to the handle with a very small amount of difficulty. You managed to get it on there pretty easily. You want to make sure the fit is nice and snug, and managed to do so as you kind of, for the first time now, hold this completed, fully repaired weapon after, of course, it had been broken. Now
Did you call it
made whole once more.
Xechas's tiny what? Sword? Did you call it Xechas's tiny sword?
Tiny jagged something. Inventory. It's
I forget. Yeah.
Xechas's
yeah,
jagged knife.
There you
Right.
go.
Well, it's finally done. Here you go.
As soon as I get there, I let y'all down. I see it. I just. Oh.
Oh no, this is while we're taking our short rest before we even
This
leave.
isn't like the hour
bless
that
it.
Dusty's passed
Yeah,
out
yeah, yeah.
before you even go.
Yeah.
Huh. This is really, really cool, Xechas. I need you to know that this is part of my idea and your idea. It's the amalgamation of it all. Is Dusty still asleep during this?
Yes, he's
Yeah,
out. He is out from now until you arrive in Fort Mistmere. That's it. He's just asleep.
I've learned a lot from the two of you about what it really means to be a friend and showing cool things to each other and doing neat, remembering stuff. Dusty got me this coat and you got me this, and I guess what I'm trying to say is this is for you. And I hand him the little cog piece that I bought there ages ago. It's just like a little tiny cog piece and one tiny little piece of like braided string that goes up to kind of make it a keychain.
Oh, I like it. Thank you.
Right, you're very welcome.
It's
I'm
like-
new to this.
Like when you go to a truck stop and they have the bathroom key on like a
Yeah.
screwdriver or something.
I'm gonna tie it around my bag of holding.
Yes.
It's a bag decoration like the Chucky on my
Yeah.
camping bag. I love that.
It's a labubu.
Exactly.
It's a labubu.
It's my-
There you go.
It's a little, it's a little cog. La cog.
Le cog.
The
yeah.
cog. I love it. Oh no.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate this.
It's Dusty just
Yeah.
in the background over there.
Should serve pretty well.
It really does. Damn, I feel cool. What? I won't forget this. I just go up out into the woods, just sure.
Roll me an
Nice.
attack roll. Just a straight up attack roll.
And oh, come on, not another one. Okay, a 10 for a 15.
Okay. Yeah, feels good in your hand. The balance is nice. The weight is good, kind of front heavy, but balanced well enough for you to swing it comfortably, and you manage to take a tree down in a few swings. Seems like a good axe for you.
Oh.
It's basically a battle axe that's shaped like a lumberjack's axe.
Hmm.
Amazing. Incredible.
Love it.
You're like Olga.
She's the one that found that handle.
So it's a little piece of everybody. Fitting.
Indeed, it is. Alright, well, shall we try and wake up Dusty and get on the road?
Right. That poor man is going to be a difficult one to wake, I'm sure.
Yes, I won't be zapping him again, though. That was not the brightest of ideas.
I was just gonna say you should give that another shot.
I kind of burned his fur a little bit. I
We
don't
just
know if he
take
would
a
appreciate
moment
that again.
to appreciate how awesome Stuart looks back there in the black light.
Oh, cool. I didn't even notice. Evil cat.
It's just perfectly blended in there. Love it. Yeah, you are unsuccessful in waking up Dusty, who seems intent on sleeping through the
goodness,
morning
okay.
and gaining the benefits of his long rest. So you're kind of left slinging him over the back of the elk as you make your way back to Fort Mistmere. Dusty, you do get a long rest in and can remove your point of exhaustion.
I'm also going to do this thing to make tools. I'm
Okay.
going to remove the woodcarver. The woodcarver's tools go poof. And, what was it?
Also, Vikaro, roll me a constitution save, because you've only had short rests, too. You haven't got a full night's sleep either.
Yeah.
Okay. That DC
I'm
is
built
getting
firm,
high,
tough.
but you're just beating it, just barely. Managed to stave off exhaustion, though you gather that if you don't sleep soon, it'll be nearly impossible for you to do so.
Yeah.
I'm making some mason's tools. Masons, and masons.
Okay, what are we making Mason's tools for?
Future use. I'm just going to do that while I'm on the elk.
Okay, fair enough. Easily
It
done.
takes an hour, so I need some time to do it.
Perfect. As you guys make your way through the winding forest, eventually coming to a small hill overlooking Fort Mistmere to the north below you. Dusty, you awaken as the sun reaches its highest point of the day, having gone to sleep in one place and woken up in an entirely new one.
Oh,
Where-
good, you're finally awake.
Where?
Oh,
Where in
no.
the hell are we?
Oh, somehow.
We're home, honey. We're home.
Just about.
Oh, that's good. Y'all
I had
didn't wake
to-
me up?
We tried. So we just
Uh,
threw you on the back of the giant elk that I became and then got you here.
Yes, I didn't want to zap you again, and you seemed rather tired.
Right.
I'm feeling much better now. That's for damn sure.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
that's good. All right. That'll make what we have to do now much easier.
Which hopefully is not much, because no word will have gotten back to town, right?
Well,
Right.
actually, about that, I can we can check. He's gonna reach into his bag and pull out the letters that he got.
Oh yeah, I gotta open the notes for those. Thank you for reminding me.
What the fuck was that from again?
The command tent.
The command tent, yes.
Right. I forget about that.
Okay. Are we
Yes, those might
opening?
have some.
We're
Yeah,
opening
while
the
he's
letters?
sitting there while we're kind of looking over things, he's gonna crack open the seal, take one of them out.
Okay.
Zeus is like leaning over your shoulder, reading it too.
The first one appears to be plainly marked with the sigil of the TTC, something you're quite familiar with. The other one, which appears to be on a somewhat nicer, kind of nicer paper stock, is sealed with a TTC seal, but just above it, there's an addition of just a single, why am I blanking? Telescope, a telescope that appears to just have been added to the sigil itself. If you would like to, roll me a history check, please, Dusty.
Oh, just Dusty? Because he's from here?
Yes. Nope. I would say at advantage because you're from here. And you would have seen
Bless
this
it.
Can I roll
before.
a disadvantage?
Sure.
Nope.
Oh my god, you guys
Blessings.
suck. You guys are awful. Awful, terrible. A 13. Okay, you would have seen this already, having traveled around now for the past month or so. You guys have been in town now for almost 60 days. One is the just the plain sigil of the company. The other is seemingly the sigil of Admiral Carlos Pedro, who you know to be the father of the man you just betrayed.
Oh, that's the dead captain's dad's sigil.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have seen it
Oh.
around town for like recruiting for the Navy. He was recruiting for his company recently.
Oh, sure. Right.
I'm
That one.
sure there's
That's rather
only
interesting.
good things in that one.
Yes, he's an admiral, if I remember right. Perhaps we do the other one
Yep.
first.
I'm just gonna read them both. But you're right. I'll start with the other.
Okay. You start with the plain one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you kind of break the seal and pull it open, it just reads in somewhat messy handwriting that you would recognize. You have seen the writing of this individual before. It was the new innkeeper at the inn. This appears to match the hand he was writing in, just based on the notes and papers you saw from him. Oh, never mind. My bad. Wrong letter. Scratch that. It is the writing of the mayor, who you have seen several times. There you go. It says, "My dearest Captain Orvan, thank you for arranging and handling the transport of the cargo we had discussed previously. When I return to Fort Mistmere, I will be sure to return with adequate reward for your part in maintaining the company's interests there. While I would not make my way to the likes of such an establishment, should you find your way to that hole they call a tavern, our man Urson will see you well served. In the meantime, I shall inform your father of your success. My best regards, General Dorax." It's also signed by
Who the fuck is that?
also bears the sigil of the mayor of Fort Mistmere.
Well, what? Curious what cargo they're talking about.
Right?
And who that general is.
True. Sure, we'll find out in due time. Alright,
Also
I'm gonna
true.
switch to the other one.
Okay.
Crack the seal on it.
It says Captain Orvan in very plain writing as you kind of open the seal. It has been brought to my attention that you have once again made a fool of yourself. This is the last time. Do you understand? Your mother and the affection she bears you and the need to protect my own reputation is the only reason we have covered up your mistakes thus far. But it ends here. No longer shall you squander the family wealth on your foolish escapades. Henceforth, you will be responsible for your own finances and, more importantly, responsible for maintaining your own standing within the ranks. You will stand on your reputation alone, and perhaps mine shall remain untarnished. With that being said, I am writing to you with another purpose. The company's interest in Fort Mistmere have long been interfered with, and we would see such interference come to a quick and ignoble end. The innkeeper and her husband have proven to be quite the nuisance, and we have been informed that while the bilge have been dealt with, some of their members may have survived. Deal with the innkeeper and any remnants of the Thieves Guild that you find while you are there. With my regards, Admiral Carlos Pedro.
Does that mean
Well,
that Willow's maybe on the ship?
It
Maybe in
might
that
mean
rig?
that. It could mean that's the cargo.
Oh, yes.
We need more information. Ah, God damn,
Sir-
would it be nice to have that dead motherfucker here.
Roll me a history check, please, Dusty.
I'm so good at these.
Am I able to guidance him, DM?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bad at these. Apparently.
Okay.
So, while your life has, you've lived it somewhat to some approximate rule of law, while you haven't gone out of your ways to break the law, you have often, in your times as an adventurer and mercenary, run around circles that perhaps find themselves on the wrong side of the law. And of all the names discussed by those who find themselves on, in such groups doing such activities, General Dorax stands out to you as one that you've remembered and heard several times. He is the commander of the Bleakspire Garrison. You would know Bleakspire to be the largest prison on the continent of Verosia, run by the company.
Would I know where that is?
Yes, you would, most likely. It is off of the eastern coast of Verosia on a kind of outcropping of land that was once connected to where Stormtide Fortress now rests. Which you also know is the largest TTC garrison on the eastern side of Verosia.
All right. Okay, the general. I recognize the name. I couldn't put a face to it. Never met the man, but I do recognize the name.
Oh?
Okay.
He runs the largest prison they have on this island.
Okay.
Oh.
It's over east coast off of the Stormtide Fortress, which is the largest garrison on the island.
Sure.
Sounds like an intimidating fellow.
If that's where Willow is and her husband, that's gonna be a problem.
Sure.
Well, perhaps
Although-
they haven't made it there yet.
If I'm not incorrect, I do believe that is down by that place we were talking about the other day, Goldmoor. Which,
Oh, yes. Well, supposedly
Greg,
is from.
yeah, he said something about it, or like something around to that effect, and that's the only place I could think of that would be anywhere remotely like what he was describing his home as. So, I mean, we gotta head that way anyways, eventually.
Alright, so if we're not able to find Willow before she leaves Fort Mistmere, assuming she hasn't, then I guess that's our next.
Well, if
trip.
this letter is correct, and it's signed and the delivery of the cargo has been completed,
Oh,
I think we're a little late. I will say, if we want to rescue Willow, we either have to be incredibly covert, or we will not be coming back this way at all. When I say the largest garrison, I mean if we get caught there, there is not a TTC outpost that will not know we are not to be trusted.
Yeah, to give you a little
Well-
more background, you would know Stormtide itself is like its own settlement that used to be connected and that used to effectively be their prison. But however, since it is no longer connected via land bridge or what was essentially a large archway of natural stone, they each have their own independent garrison. So there are a lot of soldiers in that general vicinity.
What we did back there, with an army of undead by our side, I don't think that would work again because there's too many.
no, it would be more of a covert, tend to be someone or not type of deal, I would imagine.
Right.
I have a few tricks like that.
From what I gather in these letters, there's nothing really about us. So, if there weren't
Well, that's
any
good.
survivors, we may still not be at bad standing. We may still be able to play our cards the way we have been.
That would be good.
I say we try it. I say we give it a shot. We try to just walk into town like nothing happened. Well, not nothing, but nothing that we did. See, just see. And worst case scenario, we've gotten very good at splitting in a hurry.
I am,
Yes.
Depending on how our travel takes us, we're going to be heading south. My thought processes on this are, if we wanted to investigate the volcano at all, probably be easier to do it on our way down, although that could cause us problems going further south.
I can't imagine Willow being locked up in a horrible prison like that for very long. Wouldn't
Yeah, I
want to
don't want to
take
keep
very
it.
long getting there either.
We could also, if things go south at the fortress, try to go further south. The problem is with that being all secluded and what we know about, the old dragons and whatnot, I have my sneaking suspicions that that area is mostly of that. Probably why they're closed off. Something to do with
Yes.
the ancient
That being said, you
people
do
that
have
lived
one
here.
of, you have one of the only living dragons probably on the face of the planet.
Yeah, I just don't know if that's going to be enough to keep us from getting
It might be.
obliterated upon stepping foot in their land.
It's better than not having a dragon.
I mean,
True.
it's a great backup plan if we got to get out of there in a hurry and can't go north. The issue is our house is north. If things go south at Stormtide, Olga and Ashlyn are north. Alone.
Coming with us. Leaving that place and coming with us. That's what's happening if it goes south there.
Yep.
Well, we would have to go back north and then come all the way south. So would we want them to tag along before heading down to Stormtide?
Something tells me a very pregnant woman would not want to travel that far. But there are other ways that
You're
we can.
seeing my issues that we're currently having here.
There are other ways we can communicate over long range. I can work on it.
True.
Yeah. So, do I know? Because from what I can see, you said it's mostly closed off at Stormtide, right? So would I know the way to get there, or would I?
Boat.
Boat. Got
Your
it.
options are you travel by boat. It's got the only road to Goldmore on the continent. It is mostly accessible by boat. You can travel over land to it, but it is several hundred kilometers of the most untouched and unforgiving landscape that this has to offer. You're either going south through the mountains, through the southern reaches of the forest of Avenar, and across just a set of frigid plains. You know it to be a very inhospitable area, especially during the winter time.
It's gonna be a long boat ride if we're going to Stormtide.
It is doable by land, but it'll be an adventure in and of itself. Then again, so is the boat trip.
The trip over land is long, and the areas are kind of hostile.
Can't imagine procuring a boat ride would be cheap.
Probably not. We still got to return the boat, by the way.
You guys would,
Oh, yeah.
at this point, like you traveled by boat here, Dusty. You probably would have made your way by boat at least once or twice on here. It is a pretty common way for people to travel, especially in the more untouched areas. Not necessarily cheap, but it's not prohibitively expensive either. I has cat.
Boat rides are, I mean, it's a pretty common way, so it wouldn't be the worst.
The only problem is that going into Stormtide, I would imagine we will all not want to be looking like ourselves for our duration of our stay there. So
Sure.
we'd have to keep that up on the boat ride as well.
Well, I guess it depends on if they know that we've done anything or not.
True. At least for the breaking into the prison part. Oh, goodness, I can't believe I'm saying that.
It's a little exciting, isn't it?
Morbidly terrifying, but yes, a little exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a good disguise can go a long way.
I'm gonna have to ask of something before we head our way down there.
Okay.
That gem,
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna need that operational if we're making that travel.
Yes, perhaps we go home before we go into Fort Mistmere and see what's going on, or I don't really know.
I bet
Uh,
Olga and Willow or Ashlyn would have a good idea. Maybe any rumors if things have hit the fan. They would know, probably, maybe.
I think we should check home first.
Yes, alright, good idea.
Okay. So as you guys make your way down this small hill across the frozen river that blocks Fort Mistmere normally in the summertime, now a fairly easy road of access. You decide to bypass the town and just reconnect with the main road that weaves northward up the coast to your abode, adding about another hour to your trip, but not an unreasonable amount of travel. And as you guys make your way down that road, discussing what your next potential path forward might be and the potential consequences that may have, and potentially even discussing breaking into the largest prison on Vorosia. That is where we will take our break for today. It seems like a good time, and we will pick up as the party is arriving back to their house. So everyone sit tight for 10 minutes. We will be back in a little bit. We're going to run an ad during that time, so feel free to hide from the Bezos if you need to. I won't judge. I will understand. And in the meantime, y'all, we'll see you in 10 minutes. go. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you had a good break. I know I did. Oh, my favorite shirt has a hole in it. Oh, no, big sad. Anyway, Stuart, my boy. I wondered why Chowder was screaming at me and being so lovey-dovey during the stream, and I realized his food was still up in the cupboard where we had put it, so Stuart couldn't fucking eat it earlier. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. It's okay. He's got some extra wet food. Oh, that's good. So as you guys... as we'll pick up, you guys have been discussing the ramifications of recent events and, you know, what might follow soon after. You guys decided to bypass Fort Mistmere and make your way back to your home. As you do so, Kieran rolls another weather check, and the heavy snow and winds begin to subside, leaving you in the calm after the storm, so to speak. As the winds have all begun to dissipate, and there's just kind of a light breeze gently pushing snow across the kind of surface, kind of dancing along over top of it. But other than that, it is a pretty calm day compared to the recent one. Yeah. You guys are making your way down the road, eventually arrive at the large estate that had been left to you by your former comrade, Sol Marderis. And you guys make your way towards the door. You find the doors closed and sealed, but you all, I guess I'm assuming at this point, have keys made. I know there was one key kicking around, but I just assume at this point, with an artificer in the group and everything, and it having been several months you live here, everyone has a key to the headquarters. You unlock the door and make your way in. You find a fire kind of burning nearby in the large stove in the kitchen, kind of providing warmth for the area. As the doors open, you see just the flickering of flying or firelight coming from within the kitchen there. The house appears to be empty at the moment.
We're home.
It's kind of midday, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody here?
There's no answer.
Perhaps they're out running errands, I would suppose. Wouldn't be surprised if they've taken to going together.
I just dead sprint going to the house looking for signs of a struggle.
Roll me an investigation check.
Up.
No.
Come on, please. Okay, thank God. Yeah,
Natural 20.
Carl feels something in his heart.
So, there are no immediate signs of a struggle. Nothing stands out to you like anything has happened out of the ordinary here. But as you take your time going through each of your rooms and kind of rummaging through your stuff and gear that you left behind, your dressers, your drawers, you notice things look like they've been put back to appear that they hadn't been moved, but something just doesn't sit right. Some of the pieces are not exactly in the perfect way you had left them. And you rolled a natural 20, which is probably the only reason you're seeing this. But it looks like little bits of your stuff has been rummaged through. Sometime in the last... You're not sure when. You guys have been gone for some time now, kind of running in and out. But yeah, as far as you can gather, someone has rifled through your stuff sometime in the last week or so.
I just go to my door of my room and... Guys! Get up here!
What is it?
Just look at your rooms. Just stand in your room and tell me how you feel.
Okay. I'll go do that. I'll also look around to see. He told you
to just stand in the room and see how you feel. So roll me an insight check as you vibe out your room.
Go 18. Make a vibe check.
I think Dusty goes into his room and like he's kind of sitting there, and then he starts to sniff out to see if he catches anything.
Roll me a perception check with advantage. So we'll wait until Dusty's comes in here. Okay. So something you all pick up on for a moment. Xechas, you become intrinsically familiar with how your office, how your workspace has looked in the recent months since you moved in here and began building and working in this space. Everything meticulously organized and placed wherever you left it, and you notice While nothing is out of place, some things are not exactly as you left them. Pages turned a few degrees from where they had been. Just minute changes that suggest someone was in here rummaging around through your stuff. Dusty.
That should have been with disadvantage to cancel out that advantage, but it was still 14.
Why?
Kayla.
Oh, yes. Thanks, babe. 14. Still good either way, but your disadvantage is gone now. Same with you. Even though you had recently moved your bed. Did your bed end up in the basement or in Vikarl's room? Can't remember what the actual organization of that structure
We ended up
like.
moving it back to Vikarl's room. So technically, I just walked past Vikarl and then I started sniffing the room.
Okay.
I don't say anything the whole time. I don't want to, create any biases.
There's a smell to you that you recognize only because you've become familiar with it. It smells like gunpowder, leather. The scent of someone who has followed you since your first day here, since you first grouped up with your party. The same smell you smelt when you climbed the tower and found no one there waiting for you. It's just ever so faint on your nose.
He's gonna turn toward. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, one at
No,
a time.
go ahead.
Dusty, go first.
Okay. He's gonna turn toward Vikarl and Xehass and just go, I have a good feeling that the person was helping us for a while, because he's been helping us. So I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that we might be okay. However, it's that
There's one thing
fucking guy
need to
I'm
check.
chasing.
I'm gonna run downstairs and check to see if any of the wine shelves that I've purposely put and covered up the secret wall have been fuckered with.
Nope. You don't see anything out of place.
Okay.
Everything is exactly as you left it down there.
The man with the hat, huh?
Come back upstairs.
It's the hat man. And he's gonna actually tap the bag and open it. And as Violet comes out, in Draconic, he's gonna say, smell that? Kind of sniff around.
And smells like you minus the fur.
It's that guy again. Remember when we were on the tower?
Yeah. She kind of takes in the scent. Seems nonplussed by it.
He's gonna look up to Xehass and Vikarl again. I'm not. My nose is not meant to track. I track more with my eyes, but maybe me and Violet could try following this.
Not a bad idea. But Carl, can't you turn into a wolf of some kind?
Oh yeah.
I can, and I can also call other animals as well, other smelling animals.
Right.
We can make this work. That the plan?
It's the only thing I can think of. They very well could just be out and about doing their own thing. But I'm very unsure. And this guy's been kind of fucking with us from the start, so...
Yes, I do need to fix this this gem, though. It almost blew me up again. I have a better idea of how to do it this time, though.
How quick?
No, it'll take a night.
I don't want the scent is... Does it smell older at this point? Like, kind of faint?
Yeah.
The
Like this
scent's already...
potentially happened before last time you were here.
Oh,
Because you guys were really only here for a short period of time last time, and then you left immediately after.
Mm-hmm.
There's the smell's real faint at this point. I don't know if we would have a whole lot of time to track it.
We should probably go fast. How about Xechas, you stay here and wait for Olga and Ashlyn, hopefully, and then we can go. I'll turn into something. We'll call a bunch of things. We'll split up. We'll take the scent and we'll just go looking.
Sounds a bad idea.
As much as I don't like splitting, I think with less of us, my capability of at least cloaking us to some degree will make it a little easier to track and be quiet.
Sure, and we're hoping that this is not an actual threat. Maybe a potential ally, who knows?
Well, that's why I'm hoping we can be a little stealthier, scope it out first. Although I will say, I don't think we have been undetected by this man yet. So
No, wait.
he seems to have a very good bead on what we're doing.
Yes. All right. Well, if you'd like to, if there's anything else you need to do, but if you'd like to make haste.
If you would like, he's gonna look down to Violet. I could have her protect you, maybe?
No,
I mean, it's really up to her. I can't just force her to stay and try to cover you.
I'm sure it'll be fine. You could use her right there.
All right.
Appreciate
You gotta
it.
look down to Violet. Well, I guess we're tracking.
Lead the way.
Good luck. Hopefully you find something.
She kind of stretches like she's about to run, getting ready.
You gotta look down, and hopefully your bedroom will be ready by the time we're back.
Right.
Or maybe at least by the end of the night.
Oh yeah, where were you having her sleep again?
With Greg.
With Greg,
In
yes.
my old room.
That is true. She looks up
But
at
now
you
he has Greg Jr.
begrudgingly. Yeah. Begrudgingly looks up at you for a moment.
Well, I mean, your new bedroom, not with Greg.
I'll hold you to it.
I mean, at the very least, with him having Greg Jr., you can at least stay in by Carl's room.
Who's Greg Jr.?
It's the dead guy. Oh yeah, you weren't out of the bag.
True.
You haven't let her out of the bag since you guys got Greg Jr., as far as I know.
Well, actually, she was there, because I let her out at the very end when we killed Orvos, because he called me a traitor for having her.
True.
I just don't know if she knew.
I don't
Greg
think she
Jr.
knew that Greg Jr. is following you at this point. We'll just go that she doesn't know. She was too busy protecting you during the fight to notice Greg Jr. getting created.
He's a zombie. We don't have to get into it.
She kind of like arches a dragonish eyebrow at you. Sure, I'm not allowed to eat cats, but we're just letting zombies in the house now. Fair? Fair. All right, let's go. And she makes her way kind of haphazardly towards the door, sassing you a bit on the way out.
He's gonna start walking and just motion for Mike Carl to follow.
For sure. I'll be right out, and I am going to try and find an area. You know what? Yeah, somewhere open. The outside hallway, outside the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Big open area. And I'm just going to crisscross applesauce, and I'm going to go down to the ground and just put my whole face down to the ground and go fast, a lot, many, different, help, boom. And as soon as I hit the ground, dust and debris in the house starts to swirl and swirl as... and you're going to hate me.
You motherfucker.
I love you. As a wolf, a swarm of rats, a panther, a giant owl, a giant badger, a giant bat, an elk, a giant wolf spider, I'll start to just one of each. And it's
Just
just
really
looking at
pushing the limits of what that spell can achieve, but I'm okay with it. I'll allow it.
I went and looked up the 1/4 CR creatures, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're
"Ooh,
not
okay,
using
everything that
conjure
can
animals,
smell."
you're using conjure assorted animals, and I'm okay with it. CAA.
One of each. Whoops, CAA. And I just look and I go, smell, find.
All the animals start running in circles, sniffing whatever is around them because you just told them to smell and find. And there's like, I found it, and they're just sniffing everything. Just complete chaos.
Dusty, come back here.
Yes, Dusty. You're watching all
think-
of this unfold. You and Violet are just standing there while this flurry of animals is just flurrying all around you.
He walks back into the room,
I run
and
downstairs.
he keeps sniffing out for the scent again, and he wants to find like the spot where it seems the strongest to him.
Thank God.
Roll me a perception check. Just straight roll.
Come on.
Okay. The place where the smell seems the strongest, that indicates to you that this person lingered there the longest, is Xechas's office, specifically the desk on which he keeps all of his design work.
So he's gonna hover over, grab one of the designs off, sniff it to make sure the scent's there, and then he wants to go find the wolf specifically.
You do. In the
I sense
tangle
you touching
and
my shit and run back upstairs. Just kidding.
somewhere, Xechas gets chilled down his spine. No, you grab the paper. You bring it over through this jumble of animals. You find the wolf and present it for the wolf to sniff. And now, having been given a target, takes a moment to sniff and then kind of sits there diligently and awaits a further command.
All of you, smell. Find the more of that. Find it.
Dusty, roll me a dexterity saving throw as a swarm of animals just collapse around you and you're having to move your feet and watch where you're stepping so as to not step on any of them. Bare minimum.
Jumanji.
You kind of, as you're stepping, put your foot down. What was one of the animals?
Hold on,
Badger?
hold on. Wait.
You almost stepped down
There was a
on one of the
spider.
badgers,
Okay,
but
that
you
is
just
my lower
narrowly miss it as you do so. You do not step on any of the woodland critters, and they all manage to get a scent of this this document that has been thoroughly sniffed upon by every animal in this house. What's up, Eric? Thank you for swinging in.
bitches.
Appreciate you.
I think as he's doing that and they're going, Dusty just hollers down the stairs to the basement. Xechas, I'm taking one of your papers.
He's
starts walking to the
already
door.
in there and the door is closed. He didn't hear you.
He wanted, it was posterity's sake. He was just trying to make sure he said something before he left. He was like,
Well,
I'm gonna
not
need
you.
this in case I gotta refresh their fucking noses.
Okay.
Boy.
So you guys
And away goes the circus.
maintain the paper with you. All of the animals, led by the both of Vite and Dusty, make their way out into the wilderness. I will say, I guess this is gonna have to be Vite. Roll me a just straight up wisdom check, I guess, survival. So wisdom for all of your animals, just a straight D20.
Come on.
See what we get here.
Son of a fuck.
They immediately spread out in every direction as they all try to follow a scent. And they all just kind of branch off completely independently of each other and are unable to find the scent. The wolf
I feel
is
good about
going
this.
to roll independently because he got the scent better and he has advantage on that, but it will be at disadvantage because of Kieran. Thank
Love
Kieran for the... It was shit anyway. The wolf completely loses the scent as soon as they step out into the snow. And at this point, you can imagine the big point or a big struggle they're having is all of the snow that has fallen in that time. It is just a blanket of several feet of snow that has likely covered the scent, and they're just not able to properly track it down.
I thought you were going to say the scent of all the other animals.
They do kind of get confused amongst each other and start kind of doing figure 8 loops and just creating trails all through the snow.
It's Noah's Ark.
It's Noah's Ark, but there's only one of every animal.
As here, I'm watching them just all kind of go. Dusty's gonna look to Violet. I don't think they're gonna help us a whole lot here.
Give me the paper.
He's gonna lower the paper down. He's like,
she goes over to it like
crack it as best I can.
Takes a giant whiff of the paper. Like, oh god, my ears popped when I did that. Roll me a survival check for Violet, please. So wisdom, and I guess add your proficiency to the roll.
Okay.
Hilarious.
18. She gets a +2, and then my proficiency is +3. So
okay,
23.
Okay. She manages to get a good sniff of the paper, the scent that is on it, other than Xechas's, of course. Kind of sniffs in the snow. Using now the trail these animals have pressed into it, kind of catching a low point in the snow and seemingly following the scent from there. Wanders about 30 feet out the front of the house, immediately to the left towards the cliff, and stops right on the edge. Just looking down into the water below.
Dusty goes up to where she's at and kind of leans down.
It stops here.
Did he have a fucking boat? I'm just like looking down to see if there's any thing on the cliffside at all.
Doesn't appear to be anything. The boat you guys confiscated or whatever from the TTC is still here. Doesn't look like he stole that to get away. The scent just ends at the cliff face.
We didn't confiscate it, we borrowed
teleport.
It. You know what I meant.
I understand he has magic capabilities. The shit is getting really, really old. The only thing that I do know is that he has to be somewhere close to the volcano, because that's what we were smelling. As he's looking down at Violet, like, it smelled more like the volcano. So he has to be closer to it than we are.
Violet kind of looks up at you and like, I guess.
You know what? Give me a second. I'm going to do some investigating.
Oh,
He's going to start climbing down the side of the cliff.
Roll me an acrobatics check. This is an icy, frigid cliff above frozen ocean water.
And you're climbing down, which is hard.
He does have claws, so he has a passive climbing speed that matches his walking speed, but it's more to just maintain the grip on the ice and slippery rock.
All right. Okay.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
It's not a high DC because you have claws.
Give me advantage. Okay.
I'll say yes. Yeah, go ahead. Roll with advantage. You do have claws. Having a natural climbing speed helps. Okay. Good thing. So, 22. You managed to go down the cliff as well as you can. Kind of using the patches of ice you can find to dig your claws into, trying to find purchase on your way down. And about 10 feet or so down on a piece of kind of jagged ice, you do see what appears to be just the ripped piece of a leather coat kind of impaled on it and having been kind of torn off. Ever so small. And in fact, it looks more like a lining.
I'm gonna grab it. Does it... When I smell it, as I'm like holding on to the side, I grab it and just... Is it more like him or does it smell like someone else?
It smells like brimstone, gunpowder, and leather.
Well, yeah, climbed or jumped, it would seem. Following that, I think he's gonna keep going further down until he gets to the point to where like the water is getting closer to him. To where
Yeah,
he's like,
you
I
can get all
can't.
the way down that cliff with that check, no problem.
He just wants to look, I guess, at the surface of the water to see if he notices anything, like maybe a spot where there had been something parked, like wood or something against the edge.
Roll my perception check.
Old piece of broken boat. Who knows?
You do not find anything that would indicate to you that there was a vehicle parked here of any kind, but there is kind of a fresh patch of ice that looks not as completely built up as another part. Like perhaps someone, when climbing here, stepped down onto the ice and it broke underneath them and has since refrozen. But there's kind of a notable piece not far from where you are where it looks like the ice broke, which is the only indication to you that anyone was down here at all.
He goes, well, it looks like he decided to take a swim. Got it. Does the patch of ice look like it leads anywhere or just like out into the water?
No, it looks like it just broke off into the water and has since kind of pushed back together and begun refreezing.
Well, shit. He's gonna climb back up.
Okay. You arrive back at the top, and you see Vykarl still trying to harness his array of creatures that are running around chaotically, while Violet's just kind of looking down at you curiously.
Stop! No, come back! What did you... You can't tell me what you found. What did you... Neither can you! What did you... Dusty!
He's
Hey,
gonna
look!
hold up the little coat lining.
And Vykarl just wipes his hand and they all just go... He goes, fucking fabulous! Oh! What is that? Please tell me it's something good.
Oh my god.
I think he ripped part of his jacket on the
Good.
side of the cliff,
Okay. Oh. All right.
Before-
Side of the...
taking a dive into the water or something. I'm not 100% sure where this mystery fucking man has gone.
Who the fuck is this man? Jesus.
I'm wondering. What I can't,
Okay.
what me and Violet have come to the conclusion of is that he smells more like a volcano to us, more like the gunpowder and stuff, but worse, more sulfury, if that makes sense. Like he's probably based off a little closer to, well, the only fucking volcano near us, Mount Voros.
Sure. Well, put that on the list.
I will say, the scent itself was faint enough that I think it was before the last time we were home. So when we stopped in for a second. I think he was here before that.
Oh. All right. Well, you said this man has helped us before. And that he's been on our side, be it in a benevolent way. Maybe he was just checking to see where we were. In the creepiest fucking way possible.
Well, I'm not entirely sure because the place he spent the most time was near Xechas's design. So around his lab.
And that's very problematic.
Well, I don't think Xechas would keep any of his significant projects out in the open.
Right?
Or I guess more specialized and secretive projects.
Sure. I mean, and that, nothing that could be too damning in any of our rooms, really. All the truly gruesome stuff is on our persons, I gotta think. All right. I'm a little less worried. I am still worried about Ashlyn and Olga, though. I hope he didn't do anything to them and they're just out doing groceries or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna just, as I walk closer back to the house, I want to look for, like, fresher. I know the snow was pouring a bit, so he kind of wants to look for anything that looks a little lower in the snow, like someone was walking away.
Roll me a survival check.
Does this count as
You
Arctic?
find spider prints and badger prints and deer prints and wolf prints.
Yes.
I would
yes,
say
indeed.
coastal and Arctic for the sake it is winter and there's snow everywhere. So I'll give you Arctic for this season, but normally coastal.
Yeah.
That being said, it would be disadvantaged because anything resembling a trail was destroyed by Carl's animals.
The advantage, the first roll was the nat 20,
Okay.
so I'll take that.
It would have been disadvantaged, so it still would have been the 26. Whatever. Nat 20.
I'm a Disney fucking princess.
It's all good. You're still succeeding. There are some tracks, but they look like they were made before the last snowstorm. So you ever see like deep tracks that have been filled with snow, so it's still like present, but there's just like these small dips.
Yeah, that's what he was looking for.
It does look like two people traveling side by side, pulling a cart of some kind, left the house sometime in the previous couple days before the snows rolled in.
They, if I had to venture a guess based on this, he's gonna point it out to Carl.
And
as he looks back, to Carl's a lot closer than he thinks, so he just kind of like puts his hand on his chest real quick. Oh, all right. Yeah. As I was saying,
Vico just freezes solid. Just tip it.
Based on the tracks,
Right.
I think they left for town a couple days ago or so.
Who did?
So,
right. Fuck.
Ashley and Olga, they had a cart, so I imagine they were going to either sell or buy supplies. He puts his hand in his pocket and starts walking back into the house.
I catch up. You don't think that they like ran away or something? I'm very paranoid right now.
I don't see him running away. If anything, I'm worried that when they got to the town, something might have happened. So we should probably go check the town.
Right. Yes. Let's walk very fast. Let's go get Xechas and walk very fast. Probably too fast to say any words.
Well, I think Xechas will be busy, so maybe we just go inform him. And then, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to Xechas, I think. He's gonna start walking a little
What a
quicker.
good idea. I'm gonna stand right here.
Not go downstairs.
You can't get in, the door is closed.
Ding, 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 ding. He sits there for as long as it takes to just drum
Right as I'm
on the
about to
door.
fucking probably do the thing, there's a knock knock. Fuck! I'm gonna come let you in.
Hey,
What?
yeah, so
Sorry, what? Yes, what is it?
the lead on the guy, he disappeared into the fucking ocean. He shrugged his shoulders at that statement. I did get some of his coat. That's pretty neat.
Oh, that's good. Potentially have a look at it. We'll finally see if I can figure out what it is a bit later.
Yeah, as I told Carl. Me and Violet noticed that he smells like gunpowder, but more sulfury. If that makes sense. Kind of like the closer you get to the volcano,
Yes.
starts to smell a little different.
Interesting.
So we think, if anything, he's at least in that direction. Or at least he lives
is.
somewhere over that way. If he lives
That makes
anywhere.
sense.
At this point, he disappeared into a fucking ocean, so I don't know anymore.
strange.
Yeah.
Making a breaker system for getting this thing charged.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
Actually, should be pretty simple. Just slap a thing down and it's good to go.
All right. Well, you're gonna know a whole lot more about it than I am, so I believe in you. We found out that Ashlyn and Olga probably took a cart, went into town. That's what the tracks look like.
Okay, good. Maybe they decided to stay there and wait out the snowstorm. I wouldn't blame them.
That's what I'm hoping, but with what's happened to Willow, me and Vicar were gonna walk to town and at least scope it out.
Do be careful.
Yeah, I figured you'd be busy still. So we wanted to let you know.
I mean, I have no idea what you're doing down there, so you tell me if you're busy.
Yeah, so basically I just wanted... So last time I tried to create a quick charge, like an immediate fix system for this, but now I want to create like something that'll take 8-10 hours to funnel magic into it. Basically by creating like a wooden crossbeam between the two, where the two gems are, and then line wires to a center mount point with a breaker system that I can use to activate and deactivate it.
Okay.
That
is going to take a substantial amount of design, construction, and testing. That is not something you're going to achieve in a night.
Okay.
But I would say Tinkerer's tools using your intelligence and your proficiency to start just designing it out and making sure you have a proper design nailed down.
Okay.
Because your previous design not only did not function, it also got pretty well destroyed in the process.
Yeah, no, he doesn't want to do anything based off of that old design for that reason.
yeah, you're going to have to spend some time coming up with that in-game.
That's what Donnie don't do.
Like you're probably looking at
take a few days to...
You're probably looking at like a week or so of effort of just pure focus on this. Yeah, it is an extremely powerful ancient artifact that you are trying to charge with an arcane capacitor. It's not a simple do overnight in 8 hours process. I think that was proven to you last time you tried to do it overnight and got blown into a wall. Kerpoof.
I don't really... Well, I don't have time right now if we're going to go do things.
It's up to you if you're joining them or not. Absolutely. But if you're deciding to work on the design, your first effort would be towards design itself.
Yeah. Do we think it's wise to have me not go the first time into town, just in case there's anything, terribly wrong?
I don't. I have an okay feeling about it, but we'll be cautious just in case. The big thing is, I don't know how long this is going to take you by any means, but I can't really keep her in that bag.
I have to be rather safe about it, as to not, have it turn out worse than last time.
Yeah, I don't think we need any more explosions in our house.
No, okay, well, please be safe.
We will do our damnedest.
Alright. Okay, in that case, yes, I will stay here and start the design.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back up to Vicarl. He looks like
so
slightly awkward.
So
as
awkward.
He says that. Like,
Chief, maybe you can sell these. I'm going to take the 10 harpy eggs out of my bag and give them to you.
Oh, yes.
I don't. He's like, got it.
I grab another bag that I have over in the corner that I had my electrical supply or my magical supplies and fucking carefully stack them in there with a bunch of other cloths. And
sad no one made an omelet out of them. Absolutely doable. You have 8, was it 10? 10 harpy eggs?
Yeah.
You have 10 harpy eggs on your person.
All right.
They are quite
Over
heavy.
and
Yeah,
over.
like you're not going to be moving quick with those.
I'm gonna make Carl carry these.
Not a bad idea. Worth a lot. See what you can get for him.
He's gonna start walking up with the sack.
Okay. So while you do that,
Jumps in.
Xechas, go ahead and roll me a Tinker's Tool check using your intelligence and proficiency.
I'm going to use my advantage from Cap.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Oof.
That is really bad. I mean, thankfully it's +6, and then I'm going to also do knowledge from a past life.
So
One more
14,
than-
17. Okay. Good enough. You managed to. It does take you the better part of the evening. Like, you're going to probably spend all night working on this and getting all of the designs and measurements and everything perfect.
I scrap one design.
You like literally you start and you're like, no, that'll never work. And by the end of it, there's like the kind of, you know, stack of papers in the garbage can that has now overflown and is leaking onto the floor, and just piles of paper that you have scrapped and continued designing for. Yes.
At one point, I would have stopped and like made a metal bin of some kind, just out of whatever I had lying around, so that I can throw them in there and then shoot fireballs into it, or fire bolts into it.
Okay.
Without
Fair.
burning the house
You have
down.
a small fire barrel burning in your unventilated
Yeah.
basement. It's a good thing you don't
I don't
need
breathe.
to breathe. By the end of it,
Good.
it's just you sitting in like a room half filled with fog. Anyone who comes in can only see your lower half.
Everything is
Perfect.
covered in a fine layer of soot.
However, after probably, I will say, about 6 hours of effort or more, by the time you figure the sun has gone down and almost got close to risen, you have finished the design to the degree you think that not only would it be successful, but you would be able to supply the gem with enough power at a slow enough pace to prevent it from overloading in the way you did before. If all your calculations are correct, you're looking at a few days of charging the gem once you've built this.
Cool.
But you do have at least the design to now do it safely with minimal risk, but not entirely no risk of explosion. Just small chance now. Little baby chance.
Much smaller.
Yeah, and you
Because I'm
gather
not,
you
you
have
know,
a
trying
very feasible design.
Mhm.
So,
And then I'm just
Xechas.
gonna fucking take my long rest right straight down there.
Okay, you just chill for the rest of the night.
Yep.
Vite, Carl, and Dusty.
Take my
You
4 hours.
guys make your way down the very snowy road, kind of following the tracks you made on your way up back to the town of Fort Mismere. You arrive at the walls. The gates are pushed open. Yes, Dusty.
I think when he gets upstairs to Carl, he goes up and he's like, all right, Xechas wants us to sell these. Can you hold my sack? I mean, can you take the sack?
Absolutely. 100%. No problem. I just pick it up, kind of hold it, look at him, look at... How were you even holding this before? You're getting stronger. Whoop.
I mean, a gun
Oh, I
has
can
to be...
Just
I
cracks
really
on his
can
back
tell.
as he slings it over the shoulder. No, you're good. You're gentle enough. They're sturdy.
A waterfall of yolk.
So, the two
Bag.
of you, Violet makes their way into the bag, and the two of you set out to Fort Mismere, traveling down the road for about an hour and a half until you come to the very familiar walls and the front gates, which are currently open. You can see a large number of lumber workers coming in for the evening, as it is by now late afternoon, evening time by the time you leave your house and get back here. It appears like it has been a fairly busy day. Everyone appears to be in good spirits. And as you enter the front gates, you do see what appears to be a wagon. At this point, you've seen around the house long enough to know that it's the same one that Ashlyn and her husband were taking, that has been fixed up and they've been using for supply runs, and it is just parked in front of the tavern with no horse tied to it. You gather the horse is likely in the stable.
All right. Well, at least it's here. Let's go check on our favorite new innkeep.
Right.
Oh, come on, he's not.
You know, while we're here, he's gonna lean into Vite Carl. While we're here, we might be able to scope out a good way to take him for some questions.
Right. Puffs himself up. I think I understand what that means.
Not like today.
Oh, okay,
Like,
sure.
down the road, you know.
Right.
Yes, he saw you getting ready. He was like,
I don't like how ready I was for that. Okay.
I mean, it was kind of.
It's been a rough couple of days.
He looks at you. Never mind. He just says never. It was kind of. You know what? We're gonna skip it.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So
you guys.
if we found the cart.
Oh, go ahead.
Whoop. Oh, are we gonna go inside anyway, though?
Yeah, might as well check on him.
Okay.
Okay. You guys make your way into the Rotten Timber Tavern. You do find it fairly busy with all the lumber workers returning from a long day out in the cold forest and now kind of trying to huddle around the fire and get whatever warmth they can, have their evening drink and perhaps a meal. You see Urson Corliv at the front bar serving everyone. As he does, he sees you come in. He just waves, "Oh, come grab a seat wherever you like." And he just kind of continues going about his daily business.
As we enter, I want to keep an eye out for TTC members, if they're like in uniform or anything, around the bar, and see if we get any odd looks
Roll me
or
a
anything
perception
like
check.
that.
Or an insight check, better yet. Because there are lots of TVTC members. Right, Carl, you can roll me one as well.
Oh, insight? Up. Got you. Okay, lots of 10s today, 10s and 1s today.
Okay. Not a lot of weird looks from the TTC in here. It seems like mostly soldiers and crewmen. No real high-ranking officer would be seen in this area, but there you get no reaction from them. The person you do get a reaction from, however, and you notice this more than Vite Carl, Dusty, is the bartender, Harrison Corliv. He kind of looks up at you, raises a quick eyebrow before he offers his greeting, and then proceeds to tell you to grab a seat wherever you like. You have advantage from Tier 1 Rabbit, Vite Carl.
Thanks, badly.
You kind of look around and you do see Ashlyn and Olga kind of sitting in a corner, sharing a meal together. They appear to be in good spirits, kind of leaning over. Ashlyn's kind of sitting back comfortably in the chair, her hand kind of rested on her stomach a little bit. Seems to be in good shape. They both seem to be in very good spirits, and kind of just hiding from the cold, not far from the usual table that you guys took up when you spent most of your time here.
I think Dusty's just gonna kind of approach the table, not really say anything till he's closer.
Easily
And then
done.
once he gets a little closer, he's gonna say, pardon me, is this seat taken?
I don't know what seat you're talking.
Hello.
Really? We leave the house for one day and you're coming to track us down already? That's nice to know you're concerned.
Very.
Sure. She kind of looks around. You see Olga. "I find you seat." She gets up, immediately knocks over a couple people and like, just taps them on the shoulder. "We need seats, please." And they kind of look up at this monstrously tall woman. They're kind of awkwardly shuffle out of their chairs, bring it over, and she's like, "Olga, find seat," and puts them at the head of the table for you guys where they've just been having a small meal. It's a small table, not really made to sit for people.
Bully.
God, I've missed you.
Perfect.
Thank you. Sits down.
Yeah, I don't know. From the tracks, it seems like y'all took off a couple days, so maybe a day or two.
Just came on a normal supply run not too long after you guys left, and I don't know, we were decided to spend one night here because we kind of got stuck by the weather, and then the really big storm blew in, and well, we've kind of just been holed up here ever since, waiting for the road to clear up a little bit. How's it? How was it on your way down?
It was all right. The snow's still a bit thick, but I think with he goes to pat Vicarl on the shoulder for a second, and then he goes, with Vicarl's help, I think we could probably get it through there.
Well, if you insist, is there enough time to make it back tonight? Be nice to not have to spend another few bucks on the inn.
I think we can do that. We gotta go sell some eggs. Speaking of which, he's gonna go to up to the innkeep. Hey, would you be
hello.
in the market? Would you be in the market for some eggs?
I mean, we're always in the market for some eggs, yeah. It's a rare commodity these days, not lots of chicken running around in the winter time.
Yeah, these are harpy eggs.
So what?
Yeah, we got like 10 harpy eggs.
Oh, where did you find those?
In a harpy nest.
That
off the
sounds
coast.
to reason, I suppose. I can't say I've ever bought harpy eggs before. What's your price?
Would Vicarl have told us how much he thinks they're worth? Or not Vicarl, Xechas.
I was like, I don't know shit.
I don't.
I was raised in the
I
woods.
literally just said they're worth a lot. I didn't give you a number value because I don't fucking know either.
Roll me a history check.
How much does Dusty think a lot is?
You were raised poor.
Yes, yes, indeed.
You grew up poor. Egg is an egg. You gather somewhere between 10 and 20 gold per egg, tops. Because they're rare.
Yeah, I'm looking at like 20 gold each.
You're having a bit of a laugh, aren't you? It's a lot of money for an egg.
I mean, one of these eggs is about, in like size difference, it's like 15 regular
About the
eggs.
size of like a small football, yeah. With like the bottom end rounded a little bit more. Tell you what, that's a
I don't
little
know how big
steep
a
for
football
me.
is.
I will take 3 eggs for 15 gold apiece. That's the best I can do.
I'm just, deal!
Right. He goes over, kind of goes under the table. You hear a drawer slide. He counts out some change, stacks 15 gold on the table in front of you. Grabs another 15. 15. There you go. 3 eggs, please.
He's gonna walk over to the sack by Vicarl and grab 3 of them and bring them over.
And then I think we were going, and I actually turned into quite an impressive thing. Oh, okay.
Olga's like fascinated with the story as you're talking about transforming into different animals. Ashland's kind of like leaning back, a little perturbed, perhaps, that the date has been interrupted. But for the most part, enjoying your story as well. Then you see Dusty come over and rummage through, grab the 3 eggs, and bring them over to the innkeeper, who slides your gold over to you, grabs the eggs, and immediately announce, "New special! Harpy egg omelette. 3 gold a plate. We're gonna make a killing off this." And he goes and just like brings the 3 eggs back. And you gather like the contents of those 3 alone, he can probably triple his profits off of that. Like easily. He just goes right back into the back room and kind of leaves you out there. The tavern itself is bustling, like I said. You make your way back over to the table with Ashlyn, Olga, and Vite Carl now 45 gold richer than you were before.
Made you know, all in all, that was a pretty good bargain, I think. Speaking of which, he's gonna look to the other two. If you guys don't mind, I think I need to borrow Big Man here. We got 7 more of these things to take care of.
That's right, buddy.
We'll meet you out front when we're done, then. Sound good?
Yeah. And as he motions for Vicarl to grab the sack again, you know, you got the muscles and all.
That's right, I do. Let's just hope, and you've got the money, the sweet, sweet money. Oh, this is going to be a good night. I'm already very, very happy.
As you guys are leaving the table and making your way out of the bar, you hear Olga kind of say over to Ashlyn, she's like, "Oh, they're cute." You kind of awkwardly make your way out the front of the Rotten Timber Tavern into the cold winter streets of Fort Mistmere. The sun still in the sky, but you gather you probably only have a couple hours of daylight left. So what are you doing?
I think he goes for the general store. That's just where he thinks he's going to be able to sell eggs at.
Okay. You go over to the Saw and Spyglass General Store where you know Emmy works. The door is unlocked. You open it. You hear a little bell, and you once again enter into this hoarder's paradise of random eclectic collections of stuff, knickknacks, furniture, trade goods, basically anything you can imagine, all stuffed into one 12 by 12 room. As you kind of make your way in, you see a green head, Emmy, poke out from behind one of the shelves. "Oh, hi there! It's been a while."
Yeah, we got back.
Oh, it's about time. Oh, I'm good. You know, a couple storms blew through, fixing the roof here and there, but for the most part, it's been good. The between you and me, the crowd's been a little rowdier over at the tavern there, but it's new management at all. I'm sure they'll learn to keep things down eventually.
Yeah.
We can only hope. What can I do you for?
Yeah, we can, well, I was wondering if you had, any interest in buying produce.
Schism with the raid of 16. Let's go. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you, homie. Thank you for coming in with all the peeps. We hope you're having a good... Not the nut. Oh, no. What were you playing? Oh, we were playing Baldur's Gate. How's the run going? I hope you're having a good one. Thank you for raiding in to D&D. If you haven't been here before, I'm Rusty. These are my friends. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we're about to sell some produce. Riveting stuff, I know. It's really, truly exciting.
It's a big fucking nut button.
That's a big nut button. Oh, no.
That's a huge no.
Oh, God. Jilly Bean, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by the stream. Tempestus Volpes, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, everyone coming in on the raid. Yeah, you picked a great time to come in. Like I said, we're selling some produce to the general store. It's riveting stuff. Very exciting. But yeah, what were you saying? Dusty, continue.
Yeah, we were wondering if you were interested in produce of any kind.
Sure. What kind of produce are you talking about?
We got some harpy eggs.
At that, you see her eyes just light up for a second. You're kidding. You're kidding.
Cha-ching.
No, we got 7 of them.
I'll take the lot. Pulls out
All
just
right.
oodles of money. No, she's not Harry Potter. She just like, you hear her beginning to rummage with the change purse immediately. She's like, I haven't had those since I was back home. No one's brave enough to go get me any. I've asked many, many times, and no one's gone to do it. And you just show up here with harpy eggs in your pocket.
Well, in our
How much
sack,
you want for them? In your sack? Oh, it's not a good place to keep eggs. They'll bump into each other and they break. They will.
Well, Xechas did a good job of putting cloth there to kind of mitigate any clashing they can do.
I move like a ballerina.
I believe that, big man.
He's gonna lean into Zeha or into Vikarl. Watch this. Yeah, so they're a hot commodity. We just had the innkeep buy some off us. I was thinking 25 gold.
Oh, sweetie, you think I must have been born yesterday? 19 gold. And you got a deal.
That's a little lower than I was hoping for, but I could probably do that.
You're a shit disturber. You're ripping off
scumbag.
You're ripping
You're a
off
scumbag.
Emmy. This bitch made you a sled, and you're ripping her off. As soon as you agree, though, she's like, "I'll take it. 19 gold. I haven't had these since I left home. I've so been missing home. It's been terrible. I haven't seen my family in years, and this one thing will help remind me of them. And you've got them, and you're selling to me for the definitely fair price of 19 gold pieces."
I mean,
19.99.
you got a special deal because I was charging the innkeep 20 gold. He
That's
doesn't
right.
mention that the innkeep
He-
only paid 15 gold.
He paid that price, that fool. 19 gold, fair enough. She counts out, shit. What would it be, 63 gold? Charging her 19 per, am I right there? I don't know. I can't remember. What's my math?
7 times 19 is 133 gold.
133, there you go. She counts out stacks. She goes under her thing. She's like, I know I had a couple platinum kicking around here somewhere. And she just eventually scrapes together enough money to buy the rest of your
Taking advantage of an
harpy
egg
eggs. After everything Emmy's done for you. She pays it.
After every couple of stacks of the gold, you just hear Vicar go, ooh,
just piling the gold. If you got anything else like that, feel free to let me know. I have lots of buyers looking for rare and expensive agricultural and animal goods. I'm not kidding. Hell yeah, enjoy your pup walk. Thank you for the raid.
Yeah, I'll let you know if we find anything. We're always, searching out and about.
Well, please do. I can always trust you to give me a fair price.
Of course.
I hope you feel like shit for a week.
As you leave the store, I'm guessing, unless there's anything else you want to do there. She says her goodbyes and she grabs one of the eggs, and as you're leaving, you hear the sound of an egg cracking and breaking into a pan. The slight sizzling starting. It sounds like she was getting dinner ready already, and you just gave her the final piece of the puzzle to bring it all together. You make your way back out into the cold, snowy streets, and you are faced with the knowledge that you just ripped off the nicest general storekeeper who has ever existed in history, you piece of shit. You piece of shit.
Moment, the exact moment the door clicks shut, Vicarl, with the bag still in his arms, the empty bag now, he just turns to Dusty, drops the bag, grabs his shoulders, and goes, "That was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life," and leans in and kisses him on the lips.
Smooches. We have smooches. You are engulfed by Goliath as you get a smooch. You get a Goliath-sized smooch.
Oh my god.
I think after that, Dusty goes, I gotta go to the bar.
Right, sure, yeah.
Before he's just gone. He's out of there, bro. He's out. He doesn't even go the right direction. He walks the other fucking way away from the bar.
Heads towards the docks instead of the bar. Vicarl, you notice Dusty turn and immediately head in the wrong direction.
Oops.
I got it. He just keeps walking. Doesn't stop. At one point, he turns a corner, and then he hides against the wall, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck was that? What the fuck just happened?"
Oof.
I'm gonna I think he genuinely peeks around the corner to see if Mike Carl's and then he stealths his way back to the bar.
Vite Carl is very much still there. Like, Vite Carl, you see a pair of cat ears and a hood just poke out from behind the wall, look at you, and go back behind the wall. Roll me a stealth check, Dusty.
I think he just tries to sneak his way around.
23. I say that beats your passive perception, but you can roll perception if you want to keep looking for him. You're not rolling? No perception?
He's like, wait a minute.
Oh wait,
Funniest
wow, I was just pretending not to do anything. And okay, 15.
I was hoping
No,
you'd
you
roll a
don't
nat 20.
notice.
That'd be so funny.
You, as you're standing there kind of watching where Dusty just popped out, you hear the creak of a door behind you and a thin strip of light making its way into the courtyard as the door just closes, and you turn just as the door closes behind you, and Dusty, you find yourself back in the tavern.
He's just like, eyes wide, like, he's gonna walk back to the table, just sit in the chair that he assumes is still there.
There is no more
completely
chair.
quiet.
Both chairs have been
No
taken
more
back
chair?
by the original occupants.
He walks up to the table and he just sits on the floor, just quietly. Just
Olga's like in the middle of a story. She's like, and then Olga, she killed the thing with X that killed Gunther and Sarka, and Olga was hero. And Ashton's like, oh, you're a hero, that's nice. And she's just like clearly very focused on eating the soup. At that point, you gather she's heard that story probably a dozen times or more by now. But she's doing that thing where you just like act interested because you don't want to hurt the person's feelings. So she's just listening.
Still telling it like it's new too.
Yeah, and like to Olga, the story is new. Like it just keeps coming back fresh. You know I love your stories, Olga. She kind of looks at you. You okay?
just staring forward under the table at this point. His eyes are just looking at like whatever gum or whatever stuck to the bottom of the table.
I don't think he's okay. Olga, should we go? Olga's like, okay, I finished story on the road. Ashton's like,
Huh?
I'm
What's
sure you.
happening?
Oh, we're
Hello?
just. You looked unwell, so we're just finishing up and getting ready to head back to the house now.
I'm never unwell. Nothing's wrong ever.
There's like
with
a
me.
little.
I don't know.
There's a little red in your cheeks showing under your fur.
There's never. It's probably just like, I don't know. I tripped, fell, maybe cut myself or something.
Yeah, it might be windburn.
Little blood
Something.
under there.
Yeah, a little windburn maybe. I don't know. Little frostbite.
You know,
should
the
we
sun
go by
doesn't,
the doctor and see if we should get that checked out? It looked like it could be contagious, or it's like a rash maybe.
Yeah, the only doctor I know is Xechasmeno, and we should probably get back to the house really
That's probably a
quickly.
good
And
idea.
without talking a whole lot, I think.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a fun hour and a half walk through the snow. But I'm sure Olga will talk whether we want her to or not. So Olga's like, yes, Olga finish story. Olga finish. Carl, what are you doing while all this is going on, by the way?
I've been standing on her doorstep the entire time. The just. I probably stand there for a solid hour.
You stand there until they come out of the bar. Okay. Eventually the meal is finished. Ashlyn, Olga, and Dusty make their way back out into the courtyard. And Dusty, you see Vite Carl standing exactly where you left him, not having moved an inch.
I think he looks up and then looks down. He's like, oh, wait. Yeah, maybe we just load up the cart with whatever we need to load up the cart with. Yeah, you know what? Let's just get it done, right? No time like the present.
Why are you acting weird?
I'm not acting weird. This is just
You are. You've
normal.
never smiled that much since I started working for you. Not one time. It's making me
There's
uncomfortable.
no smile. This is serious
Clumpy
business.
cat.
We need to get this cart loaded.
No, I'm serious about knowing why you're smiling like that.
Yeah, I made a really good sale today.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Cart's already loaded. Olga and I had that finished before the snows came. The horse is just in the stable. We'll get him hooked up. This is uncomfortable as Ashley kind of walks around to the stables and brings the horse back out to get it situated in the front of the cart. You said Vicarl was gonna help? Was he just gonna stand
I
there
mean,
staring into the abyss?
You know, I think maybe, hear me out. I'm super busy right now, so maybe you should just go ask him yourself real quick if he can do that for you.
Okay, yeah, make the pregnant lady walk across the entire courtyard.
Well, maybe Olga can do that,
it's
you
fine,
know?
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. She kind of hops down off the carriage, kind of shuffles her way back over. Vicarl, sweetie? Honey, sweetie baby? Kind of gives you a light little tap on the cheek. You okay? Oh! Okay, don't scare me like that. Pregnant lady.
I grab her by the shoulders, go right close to her.
Oh,
and
you're right there.
I smell okay, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Mostly.
sure. Like, you smell like
What about
fur and...
looks?
Well, I mean,
What
you're
about-
very hairlessly handsome, if people are into that. I personally am not.
Okay, what about my voice? Is it annoying because it's...
No, I mean, you're right up in my face right now, and you're talking very close to me. But, no, it sounds good. It sounds fine. Why are you being weird? Why are you both being so weird?
You're being weird. And I go into down on all fours and just into a giant wolf.
I'm
and
the
then run
weird
away.
one. Oh, he's running away. I thought she looks over to you, Dusty. Helping pull the cart, eh?
That. Oh no! Oh,
Look,
shit!
I don't know
Okay.
what is going on between you two cutie pies, but you need to go talk it out, like yesterday.
I don't. Okay. Emotions for her to get closer.
Yeah. There's no one around who can hear us. You could just say it. Oh, okay, we're getting close. You're the second person who's gonna talk into my face. It's great.
Listen, I'll never. Most of my life growing up, after my dad took off, was
daddy
me
issues.
in the
That's fair.
cabin alone.
I don't think I like where this story's going.
I don't. Vicar kiss me?
Aw, really? Finally?
I don't know what.
We kind of just. I mean,
what the fuck do I do?
that Greg guy's been going around telling everyone at the house that you two are like. Is that not true? I mean, like, I was. Yeah, I thought you guys were trying to keep it on the hush hush. But that got around fast. There's not a lot of employees, and there's a lot of gossip.
Here's the thing, right? So, Vicar, we were getting close.
Clearly,
as a team.
Yeah, as a team.
And then, I just started realizing, he's a rather handsome bald man. So,
yeah, sure, fair enough.
But I don't think I've ever felt that kind of way. Like, I've been alone my whole life outside of coming to the tavern here. But, like, nobody gives me that warm fuzzy feeling to that point.
Except him?
Yeah, but when that happened, I panicked because I don't. What the fuck am I supposed to do in that situation?
You kiss them back. It's
It's
kind of like the key element to two people kissing is both people have to be doing it.
What if I've never kissed anyone before?
I mean, sure, I guess it'll be a little awkward, but it's probably the first time Vite Carl's ever kissed someone with whiskers. At least I hope so. So, like, new experiences for everybody.
Well, okay.
Look, it's only as weird as you make it. Did you like it?
It was. He leans in really close. It was so fun and good.
Okay.
And it made me happy.
I don't need to know that part, but okay. Good. That's good. Did you tell him that?
I ran away.
And when I tried to bring it up with him, he turned into a wolf and ran away. You two are made for each other. You're perfect. Can we hurry the fuck along before it gets to nightfall? And let's just end this conversation with a clearly you both like each other, so quit being fucking idiots and sit down and talk about it, maybe. And I don't know. It's good you're keeping it in the company, I guess. Good thing we didn't write any ground rules against that as an organization yet. Because low-key, Olga and I would have broken it a week ago. Just saying. You look up and see Olga smiling very similarly to how stupidly you're smiling at all times when she's looking at Ashlyn.
Alright, well, I gotta have... Dude, my heart is jumping.
Okay, well, let's focus on getting home before the sun goes down, because then we'll probably all freeze to death. And I love you all. I think you're great people. But our wolf is gone, so it's just the three of us working the cart now. So if it gets stuck, it's on you, big boy. And she gives you a pat on the ass and just walks away back over to the thing with her hand on her belly as she's going over. Kind of awkwardly makes her way onto the cart again with some help. You see it Olga immediately reach down to help her. And you kind of hop in the back. And with a little bit of effort, they managed to get the cart rolling. How far does Wolf Carl go? Are you just going back to the house?
He runs immediately home. Yeah, he runs immediately home.
Okay. All right. That actually makes a big difference. So, Xechas, while you are working in the basement, tirelessly working away at your thing, Dusty, you, Ashlyn, and Olga are making your way along the northern road to your home, a ways behind the Wolf Carl, whose tracks you can see in the snow, but they're very far apart, suggesting it was running at full speed, jumping in between strides. And as you, Vite Carl, make your way back to the house, you come barging through the front door, and there, sitting at a table, smoking a very plain-looking corncob pipe, is a very, very stoic-looking woman. Long black hair, kind of a firm jawline, wearing a leather coat with a large brimmed leather hat hanging on the chair behind her, or next to her. She looks up as you barge through the doors, and as she smiles, "Well, I was hoping we could all meet as part of a group, but this'll have to do." She just curves into a somewhat half smile, and for a second, you swear you see Solmor Deras sitting in front of you. But younger, and a woman. And with that, we are going to end tonight's episode.
Oh,
and we will pick up there next week.
Motherfucker just dropping a nuclear bomb on us at the end like that? Holy shit.
He said, "I'll see your romance and I will raise you, Lord Drop."
There you go. So, with all of that having unfolded, what a session. Very fun RP. It's been a heavy few days. I'm glad we got to lighten things up. We had romance. We have mystery. It's everything we could want in a D&D session. We also have invention happening in the basement. It's going to be very fun.
You want to know the best thing?
Mm.
I said if he made more than $100 in any of the cells, that he would kiss them immediately.
That is true.
In my mind, I went, if he goes out and he says, I made $100 off this, he was going to grab them, say, that's amazing. Mwah.
Hell yeah. And Xechas, good job with the design. Yeah, no, like I'm so stoked to see where this is gonna go. So what we're gonna do from here, we will pick up right from there next session with this strange woman in a dark leather coat with a large brimmed leather hat.
Sally Morderis.
Sally
Out of curiosity, how much do RPGs actually go for?
There's not really a set price for them on 50, I don't think. So I went with The Witcher,
I was seeing
which
anywhere
is,
from like 20 to 40.
I was going with what they'd price them as in The Witcher 3, which is like anywhere from 11 to 20 gold. But yeah,
I trust The Witcher.
That was a fun session, guys.
JTB, I'm so
fucking
sorry.
stoked. That was great. That was amazing.
Dude, I was like, how would
10 out of
he
10.
react to this? And I was like, he has never,
10 out of 10.
ever felt like this in his life
D&D
before.
session. It got
None of this
wonderful.
changes the fact that you're still a scumbag.
You are. You ripped off me, and you should feel really bad about yourself for doing that. But that's probably what made Vicarl like you so much. So,
A little bit. He kind of likes bad boys, especially when it involves money.
valid.
Oh, with my history check, I genuinely
Oh my
thought
fucking
like,
God.
Dusty's gonna think this is a low price, so he's just gonna say it.
He doesn't
He's
feel
like, I'm
bad
gonna
at all.
lowball it.
That was amazing,
And
guys.
it was way worse.
Thank you for coming. Nomi gave advantage to Chris, so let's just write that down, and we'll use that next session when we
Okay.
need it. Normally, we wouldn't carry it over, but
Thanks,
it's at the end of
Nomi.
the session. Instead of refunding it, we'll just let it happen next week. So, we will pick up there next week. Everybody, do not miss it. Exciting things are about to happen as you have seemingly met the only offspring of Sault Morderis. I am very excited to see where this is gonna go. You guys have been hunting after this one for a while.
You
Wait,
can finally figure out where she went to when she went into the ocean. If it was purposeful or accidental.
She just fell. She's just trying to escape and fell into the fucking ocean.
Shit!
that's what Dusty's genuinely curious about. He's like, did you actually just fucking tumble off this cliff, bro?
Guess you'll have
He's
to
like, I
ask her
climbed it just fine,
when
man.
she
What are you
gets
doing?
there. I was very excited. You guys have been chasing her down for a while. And it was time. It was time to make the introduction. You guys have taken the right steps for her to make herself known. So, I'm going to open the floor real quick to everyone in the chat or everyone in the stream here to say a little word about themselves, words of wisdom, whatever they want to say, whatever it may be. Starting with Weitkarl. What are you doing, my friend? What is going on at Purple House?
Well, depending on how stoned I get within the next hour, I might just start up another little late night mini stream just so that I can be amongst my roomies when 12 o'clock hits. It's always fun to be somewhere fun when it's 12 o'clock, you know?
Do it.
So I'm thinking I might do a little bit of that. That would
Do
be
early
fun.
birthday
But
stream.
Besides that, exactly. Birthday stream, and maybe tomorrow you'll see a little extra something special too. So keep an eye out.
Why is my JTV command not? There it is. Okay, for some reason works. Hell yeah, brother! Can't wait to come and enjoy it. Be sure everyone in chat to wish Ryan a very happy birthday tonight at midnight. We're very excited. I don't know what you're planning to do tomorrow, but if you're getting any group games in, let me know, and I will be sure to
Absolutely,
make myself
baby.
available. I do
33
work
and feeling shitty.
34 and feeling poor.
Hey.
Love it. JTB, what about you? What do you got going on, homie?
Not a whole lot. Obviously, check the music channels in both the Apothecary and Purple House if you want to hear me do one takes of things. Because I make screamy noises and sing.
Shout out screaming noises.
Past that, be fucking good people. You know?
Oh, yeah, brother. Last but not least, Chris, final words of wisdom for the people in chat. What have you got to say?
Not too much. Just remember that beauty is in your eye when you hold her.
I like that. That's a good one. That's a good Rickyism. Solid 10 out of 10.
Or in Dusty's case, him.
Him, exactly. It got
Yeah.
wonderfully gay today, and I'm so happy at you two for finally taking those steps.
Give him a bit of prejudice.
We've now managed to appeal to both of the LGBTQ plus community and the furry community. Let's go, boy.
Don't worry, everybody. I made it gay.
I will see y'all next time. Don't forget, October 27th is the last Monday of October. That is going to be our Saving Stanislav one-shot, where we will return to our characters from the previous campaign and see if they can't save their buddy from the bottom of the ocean. Can't wait to see everyone back with their old characters and JTB with whatever he decides to go with. I'm very excited. In the meantime, y'all, we're going to pass you over to Aves. Be sure to show some love on our behalf. If you got the emotes, feel free to drop them in chat. Otherwise, y'all, be good to each other. The world is crazy right now. All we can do is try to leave it better than when we found it. And in the meantime, y'all, I have been Rusty. These have been my friends, and you all have been awesome. We love you. Bye. Hey everybody, I'm Rusty Tonics. Thank you again for coming by the stream or checking this video out on YouTube. It means a lot to us over here at the Apothecary, and it's always a pleasure to share our D&D games with all of you. If you're interested in catching them live, you can see us every Monday at 6 o'clock Eastern on Twitch, or every Friday after the stream comes out on YouTube on demand. Feel free to check it out, drop a follow, drop the subscription, or whatever you want to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified whenever our videos are coming out. And yeah, I hope you all have a good day. Keep being good to each other, and I'll see you next time.